Happy World Breastfeeding Week! This special week is celebrated every 1st to 7th of August around the world, and it aims to inform, anchor, engage, and galvanize action on breastfeeding and related issues. The World Health Organization recommends breastfeeding at least until baby is 2 years old, and at least one study suggests that increased breastfeeding rates globally saves lives. Did you know that Babywearing can support your breastfeeding goals? If breastfeeding your baby is part of your parenting plan, then Babywearing is a complementary skill set you should definitely learn. Carrying your baby close in a sling, wrap, or buckle carrier not only increases breastfeeding rates in general, but also increases how long a baby is breastfed for, which is also helpful if extended breastfeeding is one of your goals. Breast milk is truly miraculous. It's the superfood of all superfoods, and nursing my babies was something that was very important for me, and despite a rough start, I've had the blessing of nursing all 5 of my babies. But it wasn't until my 3rd baby that I was able to unlock the combo of baby-wearing and breastfeeding at the same time. Combining these 2 skills means you can go anywhere and do anything while feeding your baby. This can be really, really helpful to your overall well-being. It allows you the freedom to move and keep up with your daily life. And a well-fitted carrier will also support your body and your baby's bodies, reducing the strain on your arms, your neck, and your back. Even if you don't breastfeed and baby wear at the same time, just carrying your baby close can really set you up for breastfeeding success. Here are some things to keep in mind about combining breastfeeding and baby wearing. Practicing at home before you go out will help make the whole process smoother, especially when you're in an unfamiliar location or you're under the pressure of having a really hungry baby. Practicing also means that you're able to adapt as your baby grows. Each stage is so different, so if it doesn't work out in the newborn phase, try again when baby's a bit bigger. Some people find that this combo becomes so much easier in the toddler phase actually. So practicing makes sure that you keep up with your baby's changing moods, changing abilities, and physical development, and it just helps you to be more prepared when you're out and about. Ensuring you are comfortable and confident with each skill will make the whole process of combining them much smoother. Making sure that you know how your carrier functions, how to easily loosen the straps, lower baby, how to latch baby on. All of these things takes time and practice. And when you're putting them together, it can be a lot, it can be overwhelming. So make sure that you're really confident with nursing, that you and your baby have a really good nursing relationship going, that there are no issues in that respect before you try and do it in a carrier. Sometimes there's things like forceful letdown, or a baby needs a very particular position to nurse, and maybe upright nursing is just not convenient. Maybe just different variables to consider when you're combining them. So make sure that you know how to adjust your carrier properly, that you know how it functions smoothly so you can adjust it, making sure that your baby is comfortable nursing in upright position or a cradle. That will just make the whole process a lot smoother. Hi. Hi. Remember that not all carrier types are going to support breastfeeding. There are some carriers, especially the ones that are not adjustable, that will make it challenging. Certain ones that require an infant insert while your baby is in it will make it really difficult to nurse in. Carriers that have a panel between you and baby or a harness of some sort, can also make it challenging to nurse on the go. None of those makes breastfeeding really accessible. So just keep in mind that those types of carriers are not going to be compatible. But you can use ring slings, stretchy wraps, rope wraps, Med-Eye. Most soft structured carriers and most traditional baby carriers can also be used. All carriers can be used in a upright nursing position, the ones that are compatible with nursing. You can use them in an upright position like this, yes. You can also use some of them in a cradle nursing position. Remember that we don't really recommend cradle position for baby wearing in general. However, if you're nursing your baby in that cradle position, you can use your carrier to support most of baby's weight so that it offloads the weight from your arms and your hands. Whoops. Which is really helpful to reduce strain on your body. But once baby's done nursing, you want to bring them back up to that upright vertical position. Something that we often forget is to wear accessible clothing. So be mindful of straps and waist belts and buckles on your clothing and zippers or buttons. On the carriers as well. Ensure that you can either pull up or pull down on your top to nurse your baby easily. Use nursing specific clothing. There's tons of it out there, but you don't need to. You can wear layers or stretchy clothing that makes it a lot easier to nurse your baby in the carrier. And be very mindful of those one-piece outfits. That makes it very tricky. So just keep in mind that if you're going to nurse your baby and baby wear at the same time, that you want to wear something that makes it accessible. Nursing a baby in a carrier is not a hands-free activity. You need to continually monitor your baby while they are nursing. Always use one hand or your forearm to support your baby's head. And once they're done actively nursing, it's imperative that you bring them back up to an upright position, snug up your carrier, and support them high up on your chest. You can then be hands-free again, and hopefully your baby has a really nice long nap with a full belly. When nursing in a carrier, be sure to never cover your baby's head. Ensure that they always have access to fresh air. Ensure that they always have the ability to move their head if they need to pull off. Making sure that the carrier is not pressing them onto you is super important, and that's why it's not a hands-free activity. You should always have your hand on them. But if you're worried about coverage, if you're wanting some privacy and things like that, again, be mindful of what you're wearing. Sometimes you can use parts of your carrier to create some coverage for yourself. You can use the tail of a ring sling, for example, to cover your upper chest, or even as a shield. Just don't ever cover your baby's head, as that could limit the air that they're getting. And we really want to keep their nose, their airway clear at all times. One thing that was hard for me to come to terms with was that it might not work out, but that's okay. Combining these two skills is really helpful, but it's not essential. So it's okay if it doesn't work out. Sometimes nursing requires taking baby out of the carrier and finding a comfortable spot to sit with them and nurse them that way. I know that for me, with my youngest, we didn't get the hang of this until she was past 6 months or so. And this was a combination of having a forceful letdown and her nursing ability. So it just doesn't always happen easily, even for those of us with years of experience. So just remember that each breastfeeding and baby wearing journey is unique. Like so many things in this parenting journey, support is key. Having people around you to encourage you, educate, and help you is so important. And not only family and friends, but professionals with experience supporting families to reach their goals. So knowing who to reach out to if you experience a challenge, or even before you're even struggling, can have a huge impact on reaching your breastfeeding goals. If you need baby wearing support, I'm here, and all my contact info is down in the description. And if you need breastfeeding support, check out the resource list below. I hope you found this informative and encouraging. If so, please leave me a comment and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Happy wearing and happy World Breastfeeding Week.